Can you see?
Yes.
Oh, Mother Saint beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles to my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering safely. I wish to reach in the still ones of us, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Oh, Mother Saint beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May the experience of happiness be separate from suffering safely. Our race religion in the still ones of us, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Tala Dhamma Zibe Da Nobar Zibe Ge Torba Dam Dam Je Jembe Barde Yubar Zeba Dam Je Je Zo Zebe Mananga Dan Yambe Zimje Dam Je Dewa Dan De Nungar Dan Jar Nyurde Lana Me Yanda Bar Zobe Zanjo Rumbo Je Do Barza Thus, unto achieving enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Unto death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. We take refuge in the kind rule Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dagas, darkness, and the Dhamma guidance, possessors of the eye of wisdom. And try attain the heart of enlightenment. I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of a Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embraced the enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to Bodhicitta and apply myself to complete the stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge unto enlightenment reach. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectively with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathangatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at present, and those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samadhavara prayer, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I posted to them, multiplying my body as many times as the atoms of the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as their atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus all space is filled with the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands, of music, anointing oils, manifesting light and fragrant incense. I make an offering to them of fine garment, perfume, and purple, poured high as moonmeru and orange in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings, offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I posted to Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of great Bodhisattva Samandabhara. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed to due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of great Bodhisattvas and the Pakshika Buddhas. Those who have attained Aharacha, those who have entered the path of Aharacha and all other beings. I request to great protector and Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma as light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to the enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intend to pass into Parinirvana, living long for as many aeons as they are atoms of the earth, in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through postations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseech, and praying for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water, and the strewn with the flowers. It is adorned with the meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents, the sun and the moon. As Buddha fair I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha fares. To the Lama who possesses the Trikayas, I offer the altar in honor of the secret offerings, with my body where the order that is visible. Please supreme realization enlightenment. Whatever may I have gathered through prostration, offering confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, or this I dedicate. Om Guru Rina Mandala Punza Manga Samanda Savar Samaya Ahom. I call refuge, O knowing of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the way toward Yadara without drought. I bow at the feet of Father Jiti Sungun. Continually I think with no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mind. Please stand aware of the Dharma of the two vehicles and the combination, according to this position. Likewise, the mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of two words, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for all beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he wakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramana's speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cast settling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Buddhist hour form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate human Jeshiri, adorned by the 112 Son of Buddha, to dispel the darkness of my ignorance. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Arapazanade, Om Wangeshoram, 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 Om Wangeshoram. You who are the perfect, beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses, and dispel darkness of all ignorance, are posted before you and praise you, Manjashiri. Yone Gelen Jangwai Po Yishi Rome Rabden Bar Jedin Demo Menzarwa Jambar Yang La Zanzardu. Okay, so next we go to the Song of Realization Namo Guru. Benny, are you going to sing Namo Guru?
Yes, we're going to sing Namo Guru.
Okay.
I'll put it up here. Sing the classic Garcha. The vast sky of the glorious Dharmadhatu, without boundary nor center, you pervade all Dharma. Remembering again and again and again, Bhadradara, the Dharmakaya, I supplicate you with one pointed billowing mists of blessings arise, remembering again and again, Tilo Prajna Bhadra. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning, yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you.
Red lightning flashes over Pushpati in the east. You underwent 12 trials for the sake of the Dharma. Remembering again and again, learn Mahapir Pandita Naropa. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning. And Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant that I may realize like you.
The turquoise dragon thunders in the south. You translated the teachings of the hearing many years. Yeah, you did. Remembering again and again and again. The translated buffaloes. I supplicate you with one point in mind. Follow yearning, yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized. Like grant your blessing so that I may be realized.
A gentle rain is falling in the highlands of the Lachi Snow Range. Your instructions flow together like a lake, remembering again and again. Glorious Sherpa Dorje, I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like
The earth is soaked in the east, in the dark of the stream of the waters of clear light. Remembering again and again the Lord, King of physicians, I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized. Oh Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like
shoots sprout in the land of Bagmodro. may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized. The sixth grade ripened in an old and a region after go. The sixth grade parade on the 6 rounds of being. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and again and again and again. The kind of the dollar. I supplicate you with one point in mind. Earlier than you. Ooh, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. On the crown of my head, on a sun and a moon seed, sits my kind root guru, inseparable from Vajradhara, remembering again and again my kind root guru. To you I supplicate with one pointed mind full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you.
Thank you, Benny and I. So now we do the Guru Yoga. Above crown of my head, upping a lotus and the moon, is Egyptian Jepadorje. The color of his body is clear blue and wear white cotton. The locks of his hair are turned outwards. His right hand is held closer at his right ear. His left hand is in the resting in Okonometi Mudra, holding a skull cup. Rolling with your experience of the troubling 5 legs of primordial wisdom, utterly blazing with majestic brilliance, resounding with melodies in invincible Vajra songs. Through your compassion, think of me with love. Bless me to attain the 5 kayas and the 5 primordial wisdoms. Bless me to meet with the inner face of the way things are. Bless me so that discursive thoughts arise as meditation. Bless me so that I may bring negative condition into the path. Bless me so that negative actions, misdeeds, and obscurations are purified. Bless me so that pure force of the view are severed. Bless me so that I will generate revelation to samsara. Bless me so that I will accomplish the rainbow body and Kanchara. Tibetan. Ranga Jewa Bedate Jeze Jeba Dorjene Kumdong Hosan Regal Sur Vera Jinda Sobaye Saye Ninja Degardi Yun Ben Nyam Ya Tu Yar Nam Ye Xie Wong Ein Tu Be Long Zi Zi Rab De Ba Wa Yo Yun Me Dor Jen Gur Yan Jo Tu Ji Do Lai Zi We Gong Keng A Yi Yen A Do Zin Ji Lo Ne Lo Ran Yan Ja Wa Zin Ji Lo Nam Do Gom Den Ja Wa Zin Ji Lo Jing E Lam De Long Wa Zin Ji Lo Leng En De De Da Wa Zin Ji Lo Da Wai Gor Zai Ju Bar Zin Ji Lo Kor Wai Jin Lo Je War Zin Ji Lo Ja Ling Gar Ju De Bar Zin Ji Lo Om Ai Guru Sai Ben Za 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 Tam Ge Do Je Xiao Jie Rui Zhen Zhong Yin Jie Me De Dei Jie Bong Jiang Ba Sir Jie Len Bo Da Re Ji Be Ge Xiao Jie Jar Be Xiao Lai Zor Wan De Dor Jie Jiang Jie Telo naro dai marbai malai jije gambo pa pamoi chibai jarwai di gongpe kaju lama namlai zorwan de rome jije yenje borang de som sanje genje ngowo nye rang sem chi ge ngong song dong ze be sa ve la me ja lai zor wan de. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so which page today we are?
Page 13, I think, Kempo. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Page 13 already?
13, yes.
Wow. So then we have enough today?
Yes, because we have more than one chapter. We have up to page 25.
Okay. So that's good news. Finish page 13 or page 13 is we are in the page 13.
We are starting the top of page 13.
Okay. The disciple then asked Milirapa, as we understood you, the unmistakable guide along the path of practice is to pray to one's guru with great earnestness. Is there anything else beyond this? So I think this group is no Milirapa with nuns together, right? In the somewhere Arunachal, the no snow area is more beautiful, but it's so much raining and lots steps like here's the mountains and the place also very danger. So many gang people, kind of like no safety area. So Milirapa was there, and the nuns come to see him. They ask, "You are no scared here, and this place, do you have fears?" So they ask questions. He talk about sharing his economity, everything, and then he giving teaching to them. They are become practitioner, and so now they also ask more questions. So that section, right? They ask more questions, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's page 13. So they again ask Milirapa. So they say they need a guide path for them practice. So they ask Milirapa. So also we have to think about we need a guide and for the practice. This we are represented with these nuns. Like we also same is for them. We're going to ask Milirapa. We need help. We need a guide. So then Milirapa going to give us instructions. So then is there anything else beyond this? So then Milirapa giving them some instructions, something more beyond this. Milirapa smiled and answered. Smiled means he laughing, right? Yeah, he happy, I think. The tree of gardens has also many branches. So he giving this three gardens and many branches is explaining to them the song. So he giving the song guide for this meditator, for practitioners. Okay, so the next singer, who is the singer?
We. Anna and I.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
secret teachings. Endurance, perseverance, and the faith. Wisdom, compassion, and the human form. All these are ever guides upon the path. Solitude with no commotion and disturbance is the guide protecting meditation. The accomplished guru, the Jatson, is the guide dispelling ignorance and darkness. Faith without sorrow and weariness is the guide which leads you safely to happiness. Happiness. The sensations of the five organs are the guides which lead you to freedom from contact. The verbal teachings of the lineage gurus are the guides which illustrate the three bodies of Buddha, the protectors, the three precious ones are the guides with no faults or mistakes, or mistakes, or mistakes. Guides with no faults. Led by these six guides, one reach the happy plane of yoga, abiding the realm of no differentiation, in which all views and sophisms are no more, remaining the realm of self-knowledge and self-liberation is indeed happy and joyful. Abiding the valley where no man dwell with confident knowledge, one lives in his own way. With a thundering voice, he sings the happy song of yoga. Falling the ten direction is the rain of fame. Brought to blooming are the flowers and leaves of compassion, 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 of compassion. of perfection, of perfection, of perfection, of perfection, of perfection, of compassion, of compassion, and no mistakes, no mistakes, no mistakes, and happiness, 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 and happiness, no mistakes, much compassion, of perfection.
Thank you very much.
That was amazing.
Great. Okay, so this realization is the guide to our meditator practitioners. So the guru, the disciple, and the sacred teachings, endurance, persevering, and the faith, wisdom, compassion, and the human form, all these are ever guides upon the path. So we need compassion when we practice Dharma. We need faith, devotion, and also perseverance, and human form, precious human body. So all this comes together, and then so all these are ever guide upon the path. So we can go onto the path. Solitude with no commotion and disturbance is the guide protecting meditations. So stay is ourself. Oneself is better, right? Solitude, and no other companies. So that helps become guide for the meditation. Okay, so our problem is we have so many companies. So then also TV, social media, and we are stuck with this 24 hours kind of. And so we have to reduce these things, right? Distractions. This all is obstacle for the meditation. Stay with quiet, it is safe, then that helps become guide protecting meditation. The accomplished guru, the gypsy, is the guide dispelling ignorance and darkness. So the guru, gypsy Milirapa, right? He is the guide of our guru. Correct? Okay, so the realizer gurus guide for us, dispelling ignorance and darkness. So we have ignorance, and due to that we are stuck in the samsara darkness. We need this realizer gurus to guide for us. Faith without sorrow and weariness is the guide which leads you safely to happiness. Faith is devotion, right? So when we practice the Dharma, we need devotion to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So long as you have devotion, the devotion take us to the free from samsara, happy, nirvana, safely to happiness. The sensation of the five organs are the guide which lead you to freedom from contact. So that is I don't know exactly the point. Could be five organs can be impure, create samsara, or this change to create the Buddha family. So I think long as we have mindful and recognize, so this objects is taking us to samsara, or this object, whatever we have, this object is using to taking to the practice for support the dharma. So if long as you have mindful and awareness, these five organs, I think, can help us support for our practice and taking to the freedom, lead you to freedom from contract, freedom from samsara. So can be the causes of samsara, can be causes of nirvana. I think I share many times, these organs is create impure perception. Due to that, we can create negative karma, or we use this, create a pure perception, create nirvana. So it's a dependent, individual level. The verbal teachings of the lineage gurus are the guide which illustrated the three Buddhas of the Buddhas. So we receiving the teaching from the guru, and then we listening, teaching, contemplate. So that guide us taking to three Buddha, I think, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya of Buddha. The protectors, the three precious ones. So the protector is three precious ones. Can be Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, or Guru, Yadam, Dakini. So the dependent, like Vajrayana tradition, Yadam, Guru, Dakini, they talk about just generally Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So that is our protector. Ones are the guide with force or mistake led by these six guides. Are the guides with no force, so no force or mistake to in samsara, no creating causes of samsara, led by the six guides. Six, I think, this all our six conscious is not create this impure negative karmic imprints. So taking into kind of like we can say like non-conceptual, taking in real true nature. So the take us free from six realms, free from six realms. One will reach the happy plane of yoga, abide in the realm of non-differentiation, in which all views and sophisms are no more. Then one long as we reach to the happy plane of yoga, means realization, no dualistic conceptual level. So we are into nature of mind, samadhi. So in that level, then nothing is a difference. The realm in the realm of no differentiation. So then there in the nature of samadhi, I think no dualistic conceptual. That level, then no difference in samsara and nirvana. So in which all views and the spheres are no more. So it's become free from all these philosophical views. Long as we reach in the non-dualistic, realization. Remaining in the realm of self-knowledge and self-liberation. Remaining in the realm of the self-knowledge and the self-liberation, long as you are stay in nature mind or ripa. This word is in supplication Tara we have, self-liberation, just no create subject and objects, stay in the nature mind. And that is called the remaining in the realm of self-knowledge and self-liberation. So this is a self-liberation is talking about to recognize our true nature, be in the nature all the time, not follow the conceptual thoughts. So then that creative ourself is become realizer and mass yogi. So abiding in the valley, there no me diver. So Milirapa is always stay in the self-liberation. So he abiding in the valley, there no me diver. With the confidence and the knowledge one lives is in this own way. Then you have this confidence and the knowledge, or you have this enlightening qualities naturally arising. So if we are stay in the non-conceptual, samadhi meditation, or this enlightening quality is arise. With the thundering vows, then you can have this song of realizations. I think you have that kind of a samadhi realization. The enlightening quality arise, and then you can share these teachings for others. With a thunder voice, he sang the happy song of yoga. Feeling in the 10 directions is the ring of form. Brought to blooming are the flowers and the leaves of compassion. So then the person sing is the same as thunder song, is a Dharma teaching. Dharma is the same as rain. So rain go to, benefit the flowers, leaves, grass, or the planets. That kind of, the teachers benefit for other beings. So that's the Milirapa. He actually sharing his own experience because he has this realization. He is in the true nature state all the time. And then he has all this quality, and he's saying Dharma, same as a thunder voice. So it's thunder voice. The song is not just like, song is the same as a thunder, empty song. They have a Dharma song comes. Dharma song is the same as rain. So rain benefit so many planets. It's same Milirapa can benefit so many other beings. That's he sharing his experience. So also he guide for us. We need this all the devotion, compassion, tolerant, stay ourselves in the solitude place, and less distraction. And then all this condition comes, he said, then that is the guide. One day we get self-liberation, recognize our true nature. So then we can benefit for others. So that's Milirapa. He follow, he has his own experience, he's sharing for us. Then the desirable thoughts. So this non's thought, it makes no difference, no to the gypsy where he stays. So gypsy Milirapa, where he stay is no difference. He can be stay in the mountains, retreat, or be in the town or city. Wherever he goes, it's just same for him. We were invite him to our village. So they wanted to, you are everywhere is same for you. So we want to invite you, in the village, town. Thereupon they said to Milirapa, Revered one, since your mind no longer changes. So Milirapa, mind is always, I think, no changes means like, no the emotion and the thoughts. There is no need for you to practice meditation. So you are always in the samadhi meditation. You don't need to practice meditate. I think there's no need for you to practice meditation. This nonsense, talking about for Milirapa. Therefore, for the sake of sentient beings, please come to our village and preach the Dharma for us. So that point, you don't need to meditate, stay in the caves, in the mountain. So you just, wherever you stay is the same thing, no difference. So come to the city and the village, share the Dharma teaching for help for many other beings. So that recourse to Milirapa. Please come to our village and preach the Dharma for us. Milirapa replied, you think Milirapa going to listen to them? See, no, right? See, if he going to listen for people, then he is not different than us become. So this realizes never listen to the samsaric beings, because the samsaric beings is always wrong. No, whatever we say things like we are right, but it's actually not right. Practice meditation in solitude is in itself a service to the people. So the Milirapa response is, I stay in the solitude because it's this service to the people, he says, service to the people. Okay, Milirapa go to in the listening to them, he can benefit this city people, maybe, small group over there, but he cannot be same as no, like he can benefit, even he passed away, who heard the Milirapa's name and wanted to meditate naturally. So who wanted to read all this Milirapa's story and wanted to go to retreat and wanted to, who heard this Milirapa's story, really wanted to receive teaching, get guru. So this all the blessing is, never end. That is the power of Milirapa. He practice maintaining. So if he listen to them, he can be very good his life. He can help during that time people, but his activities, enlightening activity benefit is not, right now like people, Milirapa's benefit still is interrupted. So that's not possible. That's why Milirapa, he's looking for more future, and many for other beings, not only looking to temporary their growth. So when say Buddha Shakyamuni, he was enlightened, he went back to his palace, his home. They offer him all this palace, please guide everything. So when he was Siddhartha, they don't want to, or the king, the kingdom has many kings. The king Sejang is the Siddhartha's father. King Sejang is the highest king, but under him is so many kings. They all has issues arguing, giving kingdom for Siddhartha. But when he become Buddha, everyone agreed. Everyone come portraying to Siddhartha, the Buddha Shakyamuni offer the kingdom. So please have us lead this kingdom. Siddhartha said, no, I want to have benefit all mother sentient beings, not only this kingdom. My mind, all beings the same thing. So he said, I cannot take this, only this, stay in this kingdom to be with you guys. So he said, I hope you all have good intention, help for other beings, not only thinking about this kingdom. So Milirapa also same, he, if he go to listen to them, go to share some teachings, they give him very good conditions, he can be enjoyed there, but then he cannot benefit future other beings that much, only can benefit during that time. So that's why Milirapa say, see here, is in solitude is in itself as a service to the people. Usually we think, this nuns also think, he just stay in the retreat himself, is no service, no benefit for others. So better come to town and the city, more benefit. But Milirapa said, no, I benefit for others. Although my mind no longer changes, even doesn't matter where is he goes, his mind is always the same, he no change. So our mind is easily changed. You can get some, desire object, you easily arise to attachment. You get hatred object, arise anger easily. So our mind is very easily changed because our mind is, not stable, and also usually the teaching talk about we are the child. Our mind is like child, no for the how to say that we have like what is called the someone who no change easily, the you know,
Stubbornness.
not that one. So mature, right? Kind of mature. Our minds not immature, right? Immature. Okay, so our minds immature is the same as the kids. Kids' mind. So how much change you think about when you wake up morning until no? So think about when we was born until no. How much change our mind? Then you think about 1 year how much change. Within one day how much change. So you think about yourself. It's whatever you think is correct 100%. I am right. It's incorrect. So maybe right in that moment, but a couple of days after you are not right. Then maybe after a couple months after whatever we make decisions is not right. So when we make decisions, when we was in the kids, so now you think about that decision, what you're making, you think you're right. So it's always just delusion in the dream and not right. Nothing essence there. So that's why our minds all the time change. Today we thought, yeah, this is 100%. So tomorrow maybe not. You say, oh, 50%. Then after weeks you say, okay, 20%. Then month after you say zero, no right anything. So that is the samsaric being's mind. Buddha's mind is, the clairvoyant wisdom means seeing all these three terms clearly. So whatever make decisions, always right. You see, Milirapa, he make decision that time, still right. And when Buddha Shakyamuni share the teachings, still it's more clear. We need even change years, centuries change, but teachings more. Long as we have emotions, we need. So never extinguished. That is the realizer and the Buddha's, mind. It's no same as ordinary people's mind and the thoughts. So although my mind no longer changes, it is still a good tradition for a great yogi to remain in solitude. So he said tradition, and he follow the Guru's guide. The Marpa Lotsa, he already guided Milirapa, don't go to cities all the time. Stay in the solitude. So he told already, Guru guide already stood in Milirapa. Marpa Lotsa order him, don't go. And you can be same as the sun future. So, Milirapa is going to be same as the sun in the future for many beings. So he have to stay in the solitude to meditate, practice. This is you have to think about the dependent individual levels. So I also shared, I think last week, Marpa Lotsa has many disciples. They come to see Marpa Lotsa. He didn't give difficult hardship anyone. He just give teaching them. They has teaching. They can liberate themselves. They can benefit themselves. They can benefit. There's some groups there too. But they cannot be same as Milirapa. That's why Marpa Lotsa didn't give hardship to them. And then Milirapa also get hardship, difficulty through the Guru's, we can say punish, purify his karma. But then also Marpa Lotsa told him, you cannot stop. You have to meditate all the time in the mountain retreat. Even he has realized he have to meditate because he must be same as the sun, so have to benefit many future samsaric beings. So the point Milirapa blessings never end until samsara's end. That's why he did this practice so hard. It is a state to good meditation and great yogi to remain in the solitude. He then sing for these nuns. Okay, singers, please.
I think I'm just going to chant, and if Benny and Nick can help me out, please, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Through the practice of meditation, I show gratitude to Guru. Pray, grant me your grace, ripen and liberate me. You gifted disciples, the followers of Dharma, heed carefully with all attention while I sing of the profound essential teaching. The great lioness in the upper snow mountain poses proudly on the summit of the peak. She is not afraid, proudly dwelling on the mountain is the snow lion's way. The queen vulture on red rock stretches her wings in the white sky. She is not afraid of falling. Flying through the sky is the vulture's way. In the depths of the great ocean darts the queen of fish glittering. She is not afraid. Swimming is the fish's way. On the branches of the oak trees, agile monkeys swing and leap. They are not afraid of falling. Such is the wild monkey's way. Under the leafy canopy of the dense wood, the striped tiger roams and swiftly runs, not because of fear or worry. This shows her haughty pride and is the mighty tiger's way. In the wood on Singa Mountain, I, Milirapa, meditate on voidness, not because I fear to lose my understanding. Constant meditation is the yogi's way. Benny and Nick, will you continue, please?
Without distraction, the yogi meditates absorbed on the pure mandala of Dharma Dhatu, not because he fears to go astray, but to hold to self-quintessence is the yogi's way. When he works on the nadis, prana and bindu, he avoids hindrances and errors. Not that the teaching has faults in itself, but it is a good way to improve true realization. With natural and spontaneous behavior, one surely meets with countless ups and downs, not because there is discrimination and dualistic thought, but because to manifest all is causation's nature. When he develops other beings by demonstrating the power of karma, those seemingly he sees as real both good and evil, it is not because he has gone astray in his practice,
But because to explain the truth to different people, you must use appropriate illustrations. Those great yogis who have mastered the practice never desire anything in this world. It is not because they want fame that they remain in solitude. It is the natural sign springing from their hearts, the true feeling of non-attachment and renunciation. Yogis who practice the teaching of the path profound dwell always in caves and mountains. Not that they are cynical or pompous, but to concentrate on meditation is their self-willing. I, the cotton-clad, have sung many songs, not to amuse myself by singing sophistries, but for your sake, faithful followers who assemble here. From my heart I have spoken words helpful and profound.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Benny and Benny, Benny and Nate. Okay, so this song is poetry. The first part or is poetry, right? So he gives lots of examples. Snow lions, vultures, monkeys, fishes. So the point is the yogis, Milirapa is the same as them to maintain and practice. Milirapa didn't have any fears like to go to losing his quality in city and the town. They don't get distractions, and there's desire objects not create anything for him to obstacle his practice, but he just wanted to be in the mountain, stay there. That's why he says to hold to self contents is the yogi's way. Where is this songs like on the branch of tree? Okay, so in the wood in Singa mountain, Milirapa meditated on wideness, not because I fear to lose my understanding. Constant meditation is the yogi's way. So he don't have any fears losing his quality. Without distraction, the yogi meditation absorbed upon the pure mandala of Dharma Dhatu. So we have lots of words Dharma Dhatu. This is also very beautiful explain Dharma Dhatu. See, without distraction, so you don't have any distractions. The yogi meditate absorbed upon the pure mandala. This is a pure mandala, yeah. Means like into non-conceptual samadhi meditation. So that is called pure mandala. That is called Dharma Dhatu. Dharma Dhatu is your mind not create the subject and object, dualistic, stay in the non-draw. So that view is called the Dharma Dhatu. No, we think Dharma Dhatu means like, realms. Sometimes people think, oh, Buddha Amitabha kind of realms called Dharma Dhatu, but that also outer level thinking, not the secret level thing. This kind of realizes practitioners deeper level thinking. So realize the high level Dharma Dhatu means your mind into the natural state, not create conceptual thoughts. So no dualistic, no draw. That is called Dharma Dhatu. And then that's also the pure mandala. secret mandala. We have different levels of mandala. Mandala means outer level, inner level, secret mandala. Then the realm also have, impure realm, pure realm. Impure is samsara, is also realm. 6 realms is impure samsaric realms. Then pure realm is the different Buddhas has pure realm, pure land. But that also outer level. And then go your more deeper secret level, inner level, is called Dharma Dharta. It's Dharma Dharta is you don't projecting any object. So you stay in the nature mind. That is called Dharma Dharta. Then these meditators, without distraction, the yogi meditations, absorb upping pure mandala of Dharma Dharta. So long as you be in the Dharma Dharta, then you are same as all the pure lines, no difference. So sometimes people will think, like conceptual thoughts, I want to go to reborn, Buddha Amitabha pure line, I want to reborn to Pema Sambhava pure line. They have this thoughts, auto level thinking. But you really realize there's one Dharma Dharta, no different realms there. This Dharma Dharta realm is we have to create, recognize. Not because he fears to go astray. See, Milirapa didn't have fears. It's going to samsara suffering. But hold to self-containces is the yogi's way. So yogi always remain in the meditation. When he walks on the nadis, pana, and bindu, he avoids hindrances and errors. So this is called inner level, practice. Inner level. The other one is a secret level. This is kind of more inner level. And this impure body is transformed to the pure. So this, we have nadas, bindu, and we have panas. This right now we have this seeds. It's no rapine. It's called impure. Sometimes we use the word is impure. Sometimes we say no rapine. So that's why use this, create. Ourself is Buddha. Impure is transformed to the pure. So nada, pana, and bindu is transformed to the pure. It's become arise. Our form is a yadam deity. Not that the teaching has faults in itself, but it is a good way to improve true realization. So he created true realization. With natural and spontaneous behavior, one surely meets with countless ups and downs, not because there is discrimination and dualistic thoughts. So yogis don't have dualistic conceptual thoughts, but because to manifest all is subcastion, nature. When he develops other beings by demonstrating the power of karma, those similarly he sees are rare, both good and evil. It's not because he has gone astray in this practice. So the point of Milirapa talk about the karma cause and effect, demonstrating the power of karma. But Milirapa didn't have fears to go to falling to the lower realms. He didn't have expectation or hope to get reborn to the pure line. It's free from that. But because he explained the true different people to must be used appropriate illustrations. That's why Milirapa sharing for us. He don't have his own problem and fears. Those great yogi who have mastered the practice never desire anything in the world. These yogis no any desire for samsara because they recognize samsara is like even to recognize samsara is a suffering, but this realizes samsara is no exist for them. It's already emptiness. It's no true exist for them. So that's why it is not because they want fame that they the nature springing from the heart. The true feeling of no attachment and renunciation. No attachment and renunciation. Free from, I think, that kind of, conceptual thoughts. We have a feeling, the true feeling of no attachment. We have attachment, desire, so that's why we renunciation to samsara. But this yogi is free from that. No hope and fears. The cartoon Clyde have sung many songs, so he wear the cartoon robes and sing many songs, not to amuse myself by singing sophisticates, but for your sake, faithful followers who exemplary hear from my heart, so I have spoken words helpful and profound. So he say, he think it's no need to attach to singings, I think, but this wanted to have this, they asked him to share teaching, so that's why he's sharing for them, this singing. That's the Milirapa give this song of realization. The disciple then said to Milirapa, so there they ask again, one may live alone in the solitude, but it is necessary to have food and suitable dwelling in which he can meditate properly. So they think Milirapa need all these conditions. So food, clothes, place to stay, every comfort. Because we need that when we talk about shamatha vipassana meditation, and if the location, we share first to talk about the location, we need to access to food, clothes, is comfort, no dwelling place. So they talk about the location, and also we need desire objects when you go to the retreat. So that is for our case. And these nuns also, they have the same thoughts. So this is for beginner people we need. But they say, Milirapa, you need that. Do you think Milirapa accept that too? He really need that? No, right? Otherwise, Milirapa is the same as us. He accept. So, Milirapa really need food? I don't think so. He need suitable dwelling. No need. Wherever he goes, puling. He always be in the Dharma Dharta. So that's why the place, like auto level, this is no affected anything for him. Dwelling in which he can meditate properly. So then Gypsy replied, Gypsy Milirapa replied for them, I have my own food. So he has his own food. He don't need to rely on the farmers and, for the nomads. He not rely on the people for food. Sometimes he pretending he need food because due to, he wanted to have others create accumulation, marry and connect with. He see someone rapid and karma, then he can share the teaching. Chore is food. He asks food. He say, I need a place to stay. That is a chore to go into he going to share the teaching. Otherwise, he say, I'm going to share teaching to you. No one going to listen, right? So he say, I need food and a place to stay. Then he go into they use that Torah to share the teaching, but truly he said he don't need food. He said, my own food and the dwelling which I will illustrate to you. So then he said he has own food, he has own clothes, he has own everything, so we can see what he has. Okay, who's going to be next Milirapa? Benny and the night.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think they only want to do the prepared stuff.
we'll do it. Yep.
I want to do an Renato version.
I bow down at the feet of the wish-fulfilling Guru. Pray vouchsafe me your grace in bestowing beneficial food. Pray make me realize my own body as the house of the Buddha. Pray grant me this sure knowledge. I built the house through fear, the house of Sinyata, the void nature of being. Now I have no fear of its collapsing. I, the yoga with the wish-fulfilling gem, feel happiness and joy where I stay. Because of fear of cold, I sought for clothes. The clothing I found is the Asher Vital heat. Now I have no fear of coldness, not even in my feet. Because of fear of poverty, I sought for riches. The riches that I found are the inexhaustible 7 holy jewels. Now I have no fear of poverty because of the fear of hunger. I sought for food. Now the food I found is the samadhi of suchness. Now I have no fear of hunger because of the fear of thirst. I sought for drink, the heavenly drink I found is the wine of mindfulness. Now I have no fear of thirst. No, I have no fear of thirst. Because of the fear of loneliness, I search for a friend. The friend I found is the bliss of perpetual sunyata. Now I have no fear of loneliness because of the fear of going astray. I sought for the right path to follow. The wide path I found is the path of 2 in 1. 2 in 1. Now I do not know the fear to lose my way. I am a yogi with all desirable possessions. A man always happy where he stays. Let's repeat that. yogi with all desirable possessions. A man always happy where he stays. I'm yogi with all desirable possessions. A man always happy where he stays. One more. This one. I am a yogi with all desirable possessions. A man always happy where he stays. Here at your mutafu, sing a song, sing a song. The tigress howling with a pathetic trembling cry, trembling cry, reminds me that her helpless cubs are innocently playing. I cannot help but feel a great compassion for them. I cannot help but practice more diligently. I cannot help but augment thus my bodhi mind. The touching cry of the monkey, so impressive, so moving, cannot help but raise me in deep pity. Poor monkey. The little monkey's chattering is amusing and pathetic. As I hear it, I cannot help but think of it with compassion. The voice of the cuckoo is so moving, and so tuneful is the lark's sweet, sweet singing. That's when I hear them, I cannot help but listen. When I listen to them, cannot help but shed my tears. The very cries and cawing of the crow are a good and helpful friend unto the yogi. Even without a single friend, to remain here is a pleasure. With joy flowing from my heart, I sing this happy song. May the dark shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by my joyful singing. May the dark shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by my joyful singing. Even without a single friend, to remain here is a pleasure. With joy flowing from my heart, I sing this happy song. Happy. The dark shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by my joyful singing. May the shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by joyful singing. With the joy flowing from my heart, I sing this happy song. May the dark shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by joyful singing. May the dark shadow of all men's sorrows be dispelled by joyful singing. Be dispelled by my joyful singing.
Thank you, Benny and the Neck. So, Milirapa has a house. Which house he has, right? He has his body, is his house, yeah? He no rely on the ordinary house. So, that is a big benefit. We need a house, so we have to take care of the house, maintaining whole hard. First, our body is taking care is so hard. Second, we have extra. We need a house to take care. So Milirapa, he used his body as his house. So okay, Bodong is I pray where your bridge is bestowing. Okay, I bow down at the feet of the wish fulfilling guru. I said that songs, right? Wish fulfilling guru. So Milirapa, he always recognize his guru is same as wish fulfilling. Marpa Losawa. Then he has beneficial food. House is his body. Body is the house of Buddha. Also Buddha, not just only body is his house. So the point of his body is the form body is enlightening form. Pray grant me this sure knowledge. I built the house through fear, because he built the house. Reason is he has fear. What is his fear? He scared. Fear is falling to the samsara. It's suffering in samsara. That's why he say, I have fears. That's the reason he built the house. Built the house through the fear. The house of Shinyata, no, his house is Shinyata, the void nature of being. No, I have no fear of its collapsing. So he don't have fears for collapsing his house, because his house is nature and Shinyata. Absolute truth house. So this is a song of realization. Each, we have to cultivate, understand. It's a very profound meaning. Then I'm yogi with the wish for feeling gem, fear, happiness, and joy wherever I stay. So wherever he stay, he happy and joy. He not rely on the house. Because of the fear of a cold, he say, I have a fear of a cold. And then this fear of a cold is a thing about not just only we talking about Milirapa, weather cold. Cold is fear is in the harem cold. He said, I fear for reborn to harems. And that's why then he used this practice. I sought for cloth. So he practiced. The clothing I found is the ashy, wetter heat. The point he has his own heat. So no rely on other heat. So that is the point he free from and the harem suffering. Free from harem's karma. No, I have no fear of coldness. So he don't have fears he's going to take birth in the harems. Because of the fear of poverty, so he has fear of poverty. The point is, he has fear to going to reborn to hungry ghost. And are sought for riches. The riches are found are the inexhaustible 7 holy givers. No, I have no fear of poverty. So he didn't have fears to reborn to hungry ghost, free from the realms. not going to get poverty.
Kempola,
Yes,
could you explain what the Ashe vital about the Ashe vital heat? What that is?
Ashivato heat is, I think sharing is talking about the tumo. You know, Ashe is talk about these channels and practice tumo. The point is practice tumo. Yeah. So then we go to talk about the tumo. It's like it's another topic, big topic, go that direction. uh, so this meditator practitioners actually easy way is focus under the navel and they visualize the heat and then they create heat in the body. So that's the just a very simple way, you know, sharing for Tomo. Then because of the fear of thirst, a sought for drain, the heavenly drain I found is the wing of mindfulness. No, I have no fear of thirsty. So that's free from animal realm suffering, hungry God's sufferings. He don't have fears to reborn these realms. Because of the fear of loneliness, I search for a friend. The friend I found is the bliss of perpetual shunyata. No, I have no fear of loneliness. The God's realm, free from God's realm suffering. God are lonely, you know, they are lonely. Especially when they're ready to die, no friends. Stuck like 100 years, human beings. So year is like God realm year. Comparing, you know, if they're 1 year lonely, it's like our year is like 50 years, 100 years. So that kind of loneliness is too long, right? So Milirapa free from that loneliness. Because of the fear of going astray, I sought for the right path to follow. The wide path I found is the path of the two in one. No, I do not for to lose my way. So he has fear for samsara, and he has hope, expectation, nirvana, but no fears, samsara, no hope, nirvana. It's become one. Samsara, nirvana is not separate. I am yogi with all desirable possessions. I mean, always happy wherever he stays. So wherever he stays, he's happy. It's a dharma dhartu. Nirvana. Here at Yurmo, suppose Sejitsong, right? This is the name is Yurmo Tangpo Sejitsong. So that place name, yeah. The terrace howling with a pathetic, trembling cry reminds me that here helpless corpses are innocently playing. What is that? I don't understand that section.
Tigress is a female tiger,
Hmm.
and the cubs are the babies.
Okay. Cubs are, I see, innocently playing. Oh, they're playing in the area, yeah? I cannot help but feel compassion for them. So he cannot help, he has great compassion for them. I cannot help but practice more diligently. So that he cannot help means he cannot help them like, you know, temporarily, but he can help permanently. So through his practice, use his compassion, his practice. Temporarily, he cannot give for food for them. You know, he go to like maybe killing the animals to feed for these tigers, I think, keep babies. But he can help them is liberating. Uh, what is going on? Somewhere is like noises. The touching cry I cannot help but feel a great compassion for them. I cannot help practice more diligently. I cannot help but argument thus my buddhi mind. So he can use this his bodhicitta. He can liberate helping for them. Not only this, like some few animals, he can help the many beings, animals live the area. He can help them. The touching cry of the monkey, so impressive and so moving. I cannot but rest in my deep pity. The little monkey's chattering is amusing and pathetic. As I hear it, I cannot but think of it with compassion. So he used compassion, he can help the monkeys. The voice of the cuckoo is so moving. Cuckoo is like a beautiful bird. It's a very beautiful song. Cuckoo. So it's everyone happy when they hear the cuckoo song. There's usually in Tibet when spring comes, this come to in the high place. They make the songs. So that means like spring is coming. Everyone ready to happy. Because winter is cold, everyone unhappy and sad, no pleasure, no pleasant, I think. So when spring comes, then this bird comes, everyone wanted to hear this song. And so term 4 is the dark singing, that when I hear them, I cannot help but listen. When I listen to them, I cannot help but my tears. So he can use this point of love, compassion, help them. The very caress and cawing of the crow are good and helpful friends unto yogi. Even without single friends, to remain here is a pleasure. With joy following from my heart, I sing this happy song. May the dark shadow of all means sorrows be dispelled by my joyful singing. So he used this song helping for many other samsaric suffering beings. So that's his sharing. And then the disabled were all deeply moved, means like they have strong devotion and a feeling of weariness with samsara overwhelmed them. So they have very strong renunciation to samsara. And they really recognize the samsara is a suffering. They swore to Milirapa that they would never leave the mountain. So they also promised, I think, they're never going to leave the mountain, meditate there. Afterwards, through the practice of meditation, they all reached the state of perfection. So these nuns received this teaching from Milirapa, and then they promised they're going to maintain their practice, stay there, and that practice and become their realizations, perfection. So they reach already their enlightened state wherever they have to go. Yeah, they reach the goal. One day, Milirapa Potron Buddha told him that time had come for him to go to Tibet proper and there meditate in solitude to help sentient beings. So one day Milirapa also has a Potron, means I think maybe his guru, Buddha, has instruction to go to Tibet. Is his region of the Nepal in the India border somewhere, so he have to go to Snow Mountain, I think. Again, have to benefit others. So one day Milirapa Potron Buddha to Tibet prepare and there meditate in the solitude to help sentient beings. The Potron Buddha also prophesies the source of his care and helping people and in spreading the Dharma hangs. So he also have to go and spread Dharma and he need some follow disciples, special disciple he have to create. About this time, Milirapa decided to go to Tibet. This is the story of Yurmo Snow Mountain. So Yurmo is like belong to part of Nepal, I think. This is Yurmo. Then Milirapa and the Pigon, abyss to all gurus. So he bore to the gurus in accordance with the prophecy of his patron Buddha. Milirapa went to Tibet proper from Yurmo. He arrived at Gantang and lived in a cave, absorbing himself in the meditation of the great illumination. One day a pigeon wearing golden ornaments came to Milirapa. The birds knew it, bowed, and circled him many times. So these birds, these blue birds, come to see Milirapa, and the second mobilizing bow kind of bow down to Milirapa. Circled him many times. Then it flew away in the direction of the emerald rock. Milirapa understood, so they flew the direction, some other directions. Milirapa knows he have to follow these birds. That there must be a special of the no mean to make him welcome. So he thinks this no human beings to welcoming him to do something. So he followed the pigeon and went up to the hill, where he found a heap of white rice. The birds picked the rice with it, bare and brought some as if showing him hospitality and welcome. So they're doing some welcoming to Milirapa, these birds. Milirapa, suppressed and delighted, broke into song. So Milirapa happy to say something for these birds. He don't have a human beings with him, so he have to talk with the birds. No. Okay, so now who going to sing this one?
Well, we're not quite prepared, but I guess we have to do it.
Okay.
Você vai querer violão?
Sim, sim.
Oh, my gracious Guru, Marpalyodrawa, the depth of my heart, I think of you. In the sternness that I meditate on you, that I never be separate from you is my prayer. Merging the self-mind with the Guru is indeed a happy thing. Manifestation itself is the essence of reality. Through the realization of this unborn Dharmakaya, I merge myself in the realm of unknowing form. To body the high and low views, am I indifferent? In the mind of knowing form, I feel happiness and joy. The nature of a mind is light in the void. By realizing the awareness of a light void, I merged myself in the original state of knowing forth. To good and bad experiences, am I indifferent? With a mind of knowing forth, I feel happiness and joy. The six senses, the sense of objects of themselves dissolve.
subject and objects realized. I merge happiness and sorrow into one. I enter the original state of knowing for the right and wrong. Actions am I indifferent, happy in deeds and knowing for mind. The very nature of the Dharmakaya is identified through its myriad forms. The myriad forms are Nirmanakaya of Buddha. With this understanding mind, whatever circumstance I may encounter, I am free in the happy realm of liberation. To return to the home of Buddha, I have no longing. Happy indeed is the mind of the knowing for. Oh my God, sorry, Sangha.
Thank you. Thanks, Anna Renato. Great. Okay, so we can finish it today, that song there. Trump is, I think, finish it, right? Everyone enjoy? Happy? Get a realization? Okay. So then we can follow next week again. Sunday. Thanks all this singing, the sharing the song.
Kempo, can I
Yes.
ask a quick question about the text?
Uh,
Could you quickly explain, maybe not quickly, but the difference between Dharma Dhatu and Dharmakaya?
It's Dharmakaya is emptiness, no exist everything. That's called Dharmakaya. Dharma Dhatu is you stay in the non-dualistic, your nature mind. So it's called Dharma Dhatu. So actually no place to stay there because our conceptual thoughts, stay means like you have place, then someone be there. But its mind is not follow the dualistic, be in the nature, their own place, kind of like, they don't have subject object there, but be there in the nature. So that's called Dharma Dhatu. Then that nature itself is emptiness, it's called Dharmakaya. Yeah. Its nature is not moving, it's be in that nature state, it's called Dharma Dhatu. Make sense? Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to share with you the dedication of Milirapa first. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. The enlightened body of Gypsy Jepadorje, and my mind makes without duality beyond elaboration. Like water bubbles dissolve into water, evenly rest in the state without concepts. Jesen Jepadorje ko Ransen Jedani Minji. Chela chevor ten badar, mi ngang de nyang bar yo. We meditate here. By this virtue, may I safely accomplish Mahamudra. May I establish where wandering beings without exception upon that ground. Gewandeye nyorde doi saja jimbon drupjurne drowa jejam maliba teye salangu barishu. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Je Mala, je boy, dor je lai zorwande zo. Je Mala, je boy, dor je lai zorwande zo. Je me lai je ba dor je lai zorwande zo. Je me lai je ba dor je lai zorwande zo. Dedication. Dorje Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dharma Lord Gambopa, Pamotupa, Lord Digompa, please bestow upon us most auspicious blessing of all Kaju Lamas. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies' confusion. May all who travels on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and the precious mind, where it is humble may it rise, where it is born may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that Lama may have a good health, I pray that Lama may have a long life, I pray that your Dharma activities are purified and wide, I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri Devero realized ultimate state and as did the Samadabhara, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the true unchanging Dharma as a side, by the blessing of indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I shall bear fruit. By the virtue collected in the three times, by my seven or beings in samsara and nirvana, and by any rule of virtue, may I all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teaching of Guru Gompa Ranashiri, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, singers, organizer, who's joining the practice. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Kempola.
Thank
Have a
you so
beautiful day.
much.
Temple.
Thank you, singers, Kempo, organizers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Temple.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Thank you,
beautiful
Kempo.
singers.
Everybody.
Kempola. Thank you, singers. Nice day, everyone.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you.
Yuji Che Gathering.
Bye-bye.